Hi, it's Doc and Skip, and this is our post-show video. You having a rough day? It's difficult getting back to work on a Monday? At least you didn't drink a stranger's coffee. Over the weekend, I was at a store. I thought I picked up my wife's coffee and began to drink out of it. It was a stranger's coffee. I don't know who left it behind. I could be filled with their bacteria and cultivating some sort of virus that, oh, it's horrible.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit over here. So how exactly does that happen? How do you just randomly pick up a stranger's coffee and start drinking it?
I thought it was hers.
You know, somewhere they're having a discussion right now, but you know, some jackass took my coffee over the weekend. They're probably recording a YouTube video about it right now.
A bizarre story out of Waco, Texas over the weekend. How many times has that headline been posted?
At least one other time.
Yeah.
Branch Davidian jokes always kill.
I see what you did there. So bikers at a chain restaurant start rumbling. 9 people end up dead. This is like a headline from the 60s.
You know, I miss the days when a couple gangs just get together and choreograph a dance and work their stuff out that way.
Jets and Sharks? Really? You're going to a West Side Story reference?
Hey, I didn't bring up a musical, you did.
Okay, I know what you were doing there.
Whatever.
Thugs broke into the home of a gun owner. Guess how that worked out for him?
I'm guessing they learned a lesson.
Thugs threatened the wife of a gun owner. Guess how that worked out for him?
I'm guessing they were taught a lesson.
Today's podcast has both of those stories. Just go to theblaze.com/doc.
We talked about the newest way progressives are trying to limit your Second Amendment rights. Now they're coming after your ammunition and the ability to purchase it online.
Well, you don't want people stockpiling
No,
it.
I mean, how many bullets do you really need?
I find the Bill Cosby rape stories absolutely fascinating. Skip featured it in the audio file today.
Indeed. He was asked a question about how would he respond should kids come up to him asking about, well, is that true what they've been saying about you? Bill gives a long, rambling answer about the road washing out, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Wouldn't you just say, I'm not a rapist?
That's only if you're not a rapist. See, Bill is a rapist.
Oh, okay, I see it like that.
We also featured a montage of several news agencies that are using this Amtrak derailment as an excuse just to talk about infrastructure. Infrastructure, infrastructure, infrastructure.
Those idiots, it has nothing to do with infrastructure. They should be blasting the ketchup producers. That's who's at fault.
Ketchup?
It makes as much sense as blaming infrastructure when they haven't even investigated yet.
Also, you know those pre-roll ads that air before videos on the internet these days? I found one that was crazy talking about climate change. It features what looks like a 5 or 6-year-old girl pleading with you to stop killing her planet. Help me. Don't do this to me. You're killing me!
We also featured a clip of Jeb Bush moralizing. You know, the great conservative Jeb Bush moralizing about his conservative values. And Louis C.K., the comedian, was on Saturday Night Live. We talked about his stand-up routine, which I thought was pretty funny, but some people pretty offended by it.
In his monologue, he makes a couple of jokes about child molesters. Now, there are a couple of topics in America that are gonna make people uncomfortable no matter how you broach them. This was no different.
But it wasn't an endorsement. He was actually mocking them and making a point about people being paranoid to let their kids play outside now.
Doesn't matter these days, just doesn't matter. You go down that road, you're gonna be in trouble.
Check out the podcast and you can hear a stand-up routine yourself, as well as a bunch of people commenting on it.
If you are on the Twitter, please follow @DocThompson.
Take 2.
What was that about?
Take 3.
Wait, one more time.
Take 4.
Yeah, that's the end. That's the cue. You can't talk.
Do I do it like that too, or do I have to do it like...
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But you can't talk after the cue. That's the...
Oh, sorry. Take 5.
Okay, that's good, but do it again. Just I wanted to make sure you were going to...
Take 6. Quiet on the set.
If you are on the Twitter, please follow @DocThompsonShow and @SkipLacombe. You can find our podcast in the link in the description. Also, please subscribe to the channel.